Today on the island of Sodor, we will see what happens when Bertie must race with a tough competitor. Then we will see what happens when Neville meets an engine he has never seen before. And finally, we will see what happens when Thomas gets stuck inside a tunnel. Ace and the race. It was a very important day on the island of Sodor. The construction crew had just completed a new racetrack, and the first annual Sodor race was to partake there that day. All the engines were gathered at Tidmouth Sheds for Sir Topham Hatt's announcement.
The first annual Sodor race will be happening today at the new racetrack. Bertie will be participating in the race with a new race car coming all the way from Australia to compete. This race car has raced in many tournaments around the world.
The engines were very excited.
Thomas, you have to pick up the passengers at Farquhar and deliver them to the racetrack.
Yes, sir.
And he puffed away. When the passengers were boarding Annie and Clarabelle, Thomas heard a sound he had never heard before.
What was that weird sound?
Just then, a new yellow race car skidded into the station.
G'day, the name's Ace.
I'm Thomas. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Shane told me all about you. I'll be partaking in that race today. I'll even be competing with Small Red Bus. I can't wait to win. Say, Tomo, want to race to the next station?
No, Ace. I'm busy.
Typical Sodor engines. Never want to have fun. Well, see you later, Tomo.
And Ace zoomed away. Just then, Bertie raced into the station. He looked annoyed.
Hello, Bertie. What's wrong?
I can't believe I'm racing that silly speedy race car today. He acts like he owns the road, cuts me off, overtakes me. It's just unfair. I even heard he overtook the Flying Scotsman.
He seems, interesting. I wish you luck on your race. I'll be rooting for you.
Thank you, Thomas.
And Bertie drove away. Soon, the race was about to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first annual Sodor race. Please welcome our competitors, Bertie the bus and Ace the race car.
Ugh.
Chill out, mate. I'll go easy on you. Free and easy. That's my motto.
Yeah, that's what you always say.
Said Bertie under his breath.
On your marks, get set, go!
Ace raced off in the distance, while Bertie was already trying to catch up with him. Then there was trouble. Bertie started to go slower and slower.
I'm overheating!
Bertie yelled. Ace heard him, but pretended he didn't. He felt very bad. And just as Ace was about to cross the finish line and declared the first winner, he slammed on his brakes right in front of the finish line.
Ace, what are you doing?
Thomas yelled, but Ace didn't answer. He reversed quickly down the racetrack and saw Bertie billowed with black smoke.
Hey, mate, I'm not going to let you lose the race like this.
So Ace bumped into the back of Bertie and pushed him all the way to the finish line. Everybody cheered hooray and hurrah for Ace's heroic actions, and they were both declared the winner. After the race, Thomas, Bertie and Ace all spoke to each other.
Hey, Ace, thank you for what you did out there. I've now realised how good of a friend you are.
It was nothing, mate. Always willing to lend a hand. That's the Aussie way.
Ace and Bertie are now firm friends, and Ace has now learned that you should always put others before yourself, and don't let your pride get in the way.
Who can be the fastest? On your marks now, get set, go!
Neville is a big black engine who always got teased by the Diesels because of his appearance. But today, Neville met another engine who always got teased by Diesels, and Neville wanted to try to prove to the engine that he's really useful. One day, Neville was at the yards when Sir Topham Hatt arrived.
I have a very important job for you, Neville. First, I need you to pick up some supplies from the power station and deliver it to the Coldie Fell Railway.
Yes, sir.
Neville was excited. He had never been to the Coldie Fell Railway before. When Neville arrived at the power station, he noticed a little purple tank engine he had never seen before.
Hello, I'm Neville. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Little Barford.
He said sadly. Neville could see that little Barford looked rather down.
What's the matter?
Neville asked.
Well, I don't really feel like I'm useful like the other engines. All the Diesels tease me because I'm little, and they say that little engines can't be useful. He told me my purple paintwork looks silly. I just want to be really useful like the others. I don't want to be little Barford anymore. I want to be Big Barford.
That's not true. If it wasn't for your help, no one on the island would have power or electricity. And besides, when I arrived on the island, I used to get teased by Ari and Bert. But I've learned to just ignore them and embrace my appearance.
But that didn't make little Barford feel any better. As Neville was puffing to the Coldie Fell Railway, he was trying to think of a way to prove little Barford that he's worth something.
Hello, Neville. I'm Coldie. Welcome to the Coldie Fell Railway, the only rack rail on the island.
Neville was very interested.
How does this railway work?
We carry passengers up and down the mountains with our coaches. We strive to be really useful, no matter how big or small you are.
Neville was amazed. Then he had an idea.
Oh, I'll be right back with something special.
And Neville raced back to the power station.
Come with me. I've got something special to show you.
Neville was taking little Barford to the Coldie Fell Railway. When little Barford arrived, he gasped. He could see little purple tank engines just like him, working hard and being really useful.
Wow, I guess I'm not alone.
You see, little Barford, no matter what size you are or what paintwork you have, it just matters if you're really useful.
Thank you, Neville. I guess I'll just have to start standing up for myself.
Hello, little Barford. The only bath-looking thing here is your paintwork.
Listen here, you silly Diesels. It doesn't matter what size I am or how I look. All that matters is that I'm really useful.
Little Barford is now proud of being small. He has learned to embrace it. And it doesn't matter what size or colour you are, you can still be just as useful.
Just because we're small doesn't mean we don't stand tall. We pull our weight like all the others do. Little engines, little engines, little engines can do the biggest things. Little engines, little engines, little engines can do most anything. They'll carry on until the work is over. They'll carry on to the end. They're the smallest in the station. Don't underestimate them. They're not such little engines after all.
Percy's rescue. Harold is a helicopter who loves to fly high in the sky. Harold thinks just because he's a helicopter, he can do anything, like saving a horse from a ditch and taking Percy's mail. But there's one thing Harold can't do. It was a very stormy night, and all the engines were working hard to finish their jobs so that they could rest their wheels at Tidmouth Sheds. Thomas and Percy were at Brendam Docks finishing up their jobs with Salty.
Arr, me matey, this storm isn't gonna get any better. It's best you head back home safely.
You're probably right, Salty.
As Thomas was puffing back to the sheds, there was trouble. As Thomas went through the tunnel, he ran out of coal, and he was stuck.
Oh, botheration!
Back at Tidmouth Sheds, Thomas still hadn't returned, and everyone was starting to worry.
Sir, will Thomas be home soon?
I'm not sure, Percy. He should have been back by now. I might have to send Harold to go search for him.
Of course, sir. I'm sure I can spot him from up here.
So he flew away to look for him. Thomas was waiting miserably under the tunnel, just waiting for someone to rescue him. Soon, Harold returned to Tidmouth Sheds, but he had no luck.
I checked everywhere and couldn't find him, sir.
I'll go look for him, sir.
Are you sure, Percy? The rain is very strong.
I'm very sure. I need to make sure my best friend gets home safely.
If you say so, Percy, but please be careful.
Yes, sir.
So he puffed away to look for him. Percy puffed hard through the rain to find his best friend. Soon, Thomas heard a whistle through the darkness.
Percy?
Thomas!
Percy! Thank goodness you're here!
I'm going to get you out of here in no time.
And he did. Percy coupled to the front of Thomas, and they puffed back home. When the pair arrived, everyone was relieved. Harold's cheeks went red.
Well, Harold, have you learnt anything from this?
Yes, sir. I guess steamies can be just as useful as helicopters.
When Thomas and Percy reversed into their sheds, they both agreed on one thing.
Harold may be able to fly high in the sky,
said Thomas.
But he's not able to fly through a tunnel to rescue my best friend.
And they both laughed.